It's important that the team do well in this kind of competition because you go in there trying to redeem yourself, trying to fix some of the things that you didn't do right in this season. Um, but I still believe that the boys deserve to be in these competitions because that's the world stage, and when you've done so well here at home, the only chance that you have is to go into the world stage and try to test yourself and see how far you are in terms of the product that you have. I'd love to see them, coming out of the group simply because this time around at least the format is different than when I was in Japan. This time around you got 3 games that you are guaranteed to play. So yeah, you did it. If you win against those, if you win 2 matches, you're out of the group. So I'd love to see them go into the knockout stages. That's where you'll see, how far they are in terms of the level. But I do believe that they've got what it takes to go into that level and compete. Yeah, for me, I think if I was a player, I was going to use this space just to learn a lot about the things that maybe they'll help me in the coming seasons, because I believe that in that stage you'll meet a lot of teams that will give you different game model, and I think it will be wise for players to take this moment and learn. When you're at Sundowns, it's just unfortunate that there's no time really to sulk. There is no time to feel sad, and there's no time to feel bad for yourself. You just have to dust yourself and continue these matches. If you look at their schedule, it has been tied since the beginning of the season, where they have to juggle every competition. But this is a moment where they just need to embrace this moment, because when I spoke to some of them, I call this rare moments where in football doesn't happen a lot, where you find yourself competing in the world stage. So I think if you go in this moment, take them fully, you're gonna enjoy them, because I still believe that football has got a way of teaching you. Last week, 2 weeks ago, they were set and they were celebrating the league. Now they have to lose in the final. Now this is a moment again to go and show the world what they've got, they I think now they are selling the product of South African football more than anything. Yeah, competitions, knockout stages, and the competition are always, the first game is very important. And luckily in this team, the boys that are here, they played in the AFCON not long ago. I'm sure they will remember all those moments where winning football matches is so important in the group stage to give yourself an opportunity to go into the knockout stage. I do believe that all those experiences, they will come into play this time around, simply because now they're in the world stage. Who wouldn't want to go and face other teams like your Real Madrid or Manchester City? I'm sure they will want to put themselves in those positions. But you have to win your first match, because it's important that you win that. To be honest, Shika is like any other player in the Mamelodi Sundowns team. You would love to have a player like Shika. A coach will have to have a player like Shika fit, and I'm sure with the group that is selected to go to the USA, he'll want to use everybody in those group matches. Like I said, group matches, you'll want to try and win the group matches, but at the same time, as players, you want to learn and see what you can do, especially against those international teams. So I'm sure the Chambers will love to have a run, will love to, take the field as a captain of the team. But yeah, it's not only Temba, of course. There's other players that didn't play, but Chuzi Obas, I think he has done so well this season. I think he will want to have a run in the Club World Cup. So yeah, it's a space where everybody wants to take part. Personally, I think he did very, very well since he got to Mamelodi Sundowns, considering the fact that he got the team, 7 games in the league already. It's not easy to come into South African football and try to, get into the system and understand how players play. Yeah, in South Africa we play with raw talent. You need to understand that and try to get into them buying your philosophy. But when I look at the overall performance over this year already, I feel like he has done enough. He has done enough to put even the team into the Champions League final. I think for me, I think they deserve to win that final, if you'd ask me. But that's how the football goes. That's how football works. The teams that you normally feel like you can beat, you might not beat. But I do support the coach. I still believe that he can bring Champions League to here at Sundowns. Yeah, Onyango, what a professional! I admire his professionalism and leadership. More than anything, is one guy who, even during my playing days here, he held the dressing room all by himself because he's loud. He's got the personality to leave the younger ones. I do admire how he handled himself in the change room with the younger ones, with the older ones, even the coaches. Now that he's in his 40s, I think he realized that he will be called upon whenever he feel like the team needs him. But I just love the fact that he's still around the team. The team needs experience, needs his experience. Kapalaya is there, Tembazwan is here, Tapelo Morena is one of the guys that we played with in that team. You need that experience to show the younger ones how it is done at Mamelodi Sundowns, because they are in the winning team. You don't want to drop that bait.